he put some more water inside there, and he put the syrup inside here.
Oh my goodness. Tell him to take it to the table if he's going to do all that, okay?
Okay.
But listen, you have to tell him nicely. You don't need to scream at him. You're not his grandma. You're not his mommy. You're his cousin. So tell him nicely, okay?
Okay, I will.
Okay. Hey, everyone. I'm back. I was on just a little while ago to do your daily tarot, and now I'm back to do this Jupiter transit in Scorpio. I was given instruction rather last night, early this morning, around 4 a.m. to do video for all 12 signs. So here we are for that. Also, before I do that, I'm going to grab a marker real quick because I want to turn you on to something new that I have available for you. Okay, but Granny's doing a video right now, so can you go out there and then go get your outfit that you wore for 5 minutes yesterday that you ripped off. And I will help you put it on, even while I'm doing the video. That's not a problem. Your pants with the stripe and your shirt with the stripe. They're not in my closet. Get out of there. Okay, so I got signed up for a new app, and I'm going to write the address here so that if you're interested, you can go and get connected with me on there. It allows for us to chat and text and all that. Slash, you want to go slash, and this is obviously all one line. But I wanted to make you aware of that. If you go to this website, it will tell you all you need to do. It will put you on the screen. Just follow the on-screen instructions. And you can be connected to me for phone calls and chat and text and all that stuff right there. It's all pretty automatic. So that's available. I wanted to put that up. I'm going to make a nice, prettier little sign like that one. I'll put my art on it. But for now, that's available too. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through each one of the signs. And we're going to discuss the Jupiter in Scorpio and what that opportunity is for us. I decided during the break in between the last video and this one of my clients who has her own Custom Words of Clarity deck was talking about how she had she was talking about release, and as she spoke the word release, the cards release and yes flipped out of the deck, and that just inspired me that yes, this is what we will use for these readings, is words of clarity. And then I will clarify it with my Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot. So we'll use that deck as well. So let me just get that out and ready. And we're going to just use these two decks. We are going to start, first off, Jupiter is about expansion. Scorpio is a fixed water sign. This is from October 10th, 2017 to November 8th, 2018. And we're going to start with the sign of Scorpio, since Scorpio has the honor of carrying Jupiter. What? Leave Granny's pen there, Papa. Y'all go on and go to do your thing over there. That's for Granny. Okay, so Scorpio, love, source, God. Hey. Well, go dry off with the towel in the bathroom. Y'all go in your room and go play. They love the cards, guys. It's hard to keep them away. All right, go on. Go play nicely, everybody. All right. Listeners, God, what are the messages for Scorpio regarding the Jupiter and Scorpio transit? What it's bringing? What is this bringing for those of the sign of Scorpio? Listeners, God, and these videos are intended that you can cross-watch them and apply them to different aspects of your chart as you know and understand these things. Okay. So what is the message for Scorpio for this Jupiter transit through their sign of Scorpio? This is it. Uniting. Uniting. The underlying support is improved. Oh my goodness. Why are you making my baby cry? Uniting and improved. Okay. All right, let's see what are the messages in regards to uniting and improved for Scorpio for this Jupiter transit. So, okay. All right. I'm seeing it clearly. So I definitely see that the people that you're going to be meeting in your life, the situations you're going to be connecting to, Scorpio, are definitely going to be an improvement over what you've had in the past. With Jupiter there to expand, it is bringing you to a greater sense of luck and prosperity and abundance and ability and accomplishment. All those energies are there with this. Princeton, what do you have?
My toy. It's built in my toy.
Your toy?
Yeah.
Let me see. It
is built in.
Let me see. This is not a toy.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, go over there with it and not on Granny's door, okay? All right. So, uniting and improved. One last shuffle. Okay. All right. Let's see what these tarot messages are for Scorpio for the Jupiter transit, October 10th to November 8th. Okay, what is Jupiter bringing for Scorpio? We have the Ace of Swords. What is your best course of action? We have the Three of Cups. What is the target that you're being brought to? We have the Six of Swords. And what is the underlying support? We have the Temperance. Okay. So, I just really see for you, you're going to have a lot of understanding coming in, Scorpio. And that makes sense because your sign is about that water energy, deep water energy, things coming out of the deep, things being unveiled, things coming out of secret, things coming out of the dark, things that were hidden being exposed. And so your best course of action is to celebrate this with all of that new and understanding, epiphanies, understanding, enlightenment. I see you taking wins, not L's, okay? I see you taking wins, not L's. And your best course of action is to celebrate this, to socialize, to talk about all of your wins, to talk about all that you're being brought to that is a victory for you. Because what you're being brought to is easier time, an easier place, a course of action that feels like peace and grace. What is the underlying support in this? This is because you're doing the inner alchemy. You're doing the spiritual alchemy within yourself. You have learned that it's all about divine timing, that everything is perfect place and perfect time, and you're willing to wait on it. I just see the little black boy, the little African boy on Facebook and all them memes. It says wait on it, and he's standing like cocky to the side, right? You've learned how to wait on it. Also with the angel there, the spiritual support, the underlying support is that spiritual love source God energy. If you believe in angels, if you have somebody that's passed on the other side, one or two individuals that have passed, that is all the support to this situation for you. Mickey, stop shouting, please. I am recording right now. Also, underneath that Temperance, we have the Six of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. And these are letting us know that there's definitely, with Jupiter bringing you a reunion, a uniting from an old relationship. For some of you, I feel that this relationship is improved. Some of you are going to be reunited with your twin flame, that there's already been a running situation there, like somebody ran off, because that's what twin flames do. And you're going to be brought back together with this person. So, Scorpio, that's your reading. Now let's get into Sagittarius. So I'm going to put this over here. I'm going to put this over here. Let's God, get out. Mickey, go on. Go into your room and play in your room. What are the messages for Sagittarius, love source God?
I think I want to swallow like this.
Oh my goodness, be careful when you fall like that. What are the messages for Sagittarius for the Jupiter and Scorpio transit, love source God? What are the messages for Sagittarius for the Jupiter and Scorpio transit from October 10th, 2017 to November 8th, 2018? Thank you, love source God. Shh, children, if you're going to be here, you have to be quiet. No talking. Okay. All right. What is the word of clarity for Sagittarius regarding this Jupiter and Scorpio? Get out. Go in your room. Do not climb back there. Go in your room and play over there, please and thank you. Go on. Go get your bikes and ride your bikes in the living room or something. I don't know. Y'all got plenty of things to do. Sagittarius, express is the word of clarity. I'm recording. Okay, well, go play in your room. Granny's recording. You have cars. Express is the word of clarity for Sagittarius. The underlying support is energy. I feel that Sagittarius, with you, there's definitely going to be an expansion in energy for you. I feel that you're going to really pick up a lot of momentum in things that you've been putting your energy into. Let's see what is the tarot message for Sagittarius with this Jupiter and Scorpio. What is the tarot message for Sagittarius with Jupiter and Scorpio? If you're liking this, if you're enjoying watching this video, if you're watching this video, give this video a thumbs up, give it a like. If you're tapped in, tuned in, turned on, you'll always be notified when I come live to do readings. As I've been only doing live streams, it allows for you to be part of the interactive audience. I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you. But what right now are the messages for Sagittarius for this Jupiter and Scorpio transit beginning October 10th, 2017 to November 8th, 2017? I hear there's going to be just a lot of expansion of energy. You're going to find yourself, I hear you're going to find yourself with a greater momentum, a greater desire, a greater action towards some of your own passions picking up. So really something you've been working on for a long time. It's like you're picking up and going into a new level, a new phase. Go put it in the trash. I don't want it. Okay. All right. That's the last shuffle for Sagittarius. All right. This situation for Sagittarius, we have the King of Swords. The best course of action, we have a bonus, and the Magician. The target is the Three of Pentacles, and the underlying support is apparently being bonused with the Five of Cups. Okay. All right, so Sagittarius. I feel that this has a lot to do with your communication and how your communication is having an external effect. How it's expanding the world around you. How it is causing others to move. How it is causing situations to happen. The energy in regards to your expression. The energy responding to your expressions. Because you also have the Magician here saying, as you speak out, Quentin. See, these children are really high energy for a reason right now. Because your energy is expressing itself in a more powerful way. Right now, you are really coming into this place where you're intentionally and deliberately doing so much manifesting. Where you are being the magician in your life. Where you are expressing from a knowing place, a deliberate place about what you want to create in your life. And what you're looking to create is a high level of success in business, in finance, or for somebody, what you want to create is a threesome, a three-way relationship. That sounds really crazy. Quentin, who is in love with the Sagittarius, may I just say. He loves his Uncle Kevin, who's a Sagittarius, and that might be why he's so excited. Somebody really wants to have a three-way relationship, a mutually agreed upon three-way relationship. Somebody, you're really wanting to increase your business, your income source, your artistic creative skill to a level where you want to start training other people. You want to expand the way you are bringing your income. So I feel like some of you are using different additional avenues as far as how you bring that money. You may be advertising differently. You may be joining different networking groups. You may be adding in whatever it is. It's another method of receiving. And it's something that you're causing to happen. And I feel like it's not like you're out there doing all this crazy footwork trying to make stuff happen. I don't see you running around like that. What I do see is you bringing the opportunities to you. Because with this King of Swords here, he's the mind master. He knows. He gets it. He sees. He thinks. He devises. He plans. He understands and overstands. And so you have that support around you and expressing yourself as a magician with the bonus underneath there, radiantly underneath there. This is like the underlying support of you walking away from all the stuff that didn't work so that you can continue forward with the love that you have inside, with the hopes that you have inside, to continue forward with the dreams you have inside. As you have rested and meditated and you're healing yourself right now and making progress, regardless of whatever challenges and obstacles come your way, this is you seeing the progress and walking away from what does not serve you, walking to some healing and making progress. So if you're in business in some way, the energy is very supportive of embracing that business. If you actually do want a polyamorous relationship, it looks like that is something that you will still be bringing into the table, and possibly a Cancer sign person will be involved in that. But I do feel that if you do get involved in a polyamorous relationship, it looks like it's not going to necessarily work because there's going to be some imbalance there. It's like if there's some... It's like somebody's just saying they're with it just to be a part of it. And then as soon as it begins and it's real, then they don't know how to take it and they freak out and they walk off pissed off. Okay? So there's that. All right. Let's see what is the messages for Capricorn for this Jupiter transit. Capricorn, let's just go. What are the messages for Capricorn for Jupiter in Scorpio, October 10th, 2017 to November 8th, 2018. Let's just go. What are the messages for Capricorn? Okay, Capricorn, I'm hearing. We're going to do this. Okay. What are the messages for Capricorn? Oh, there it is. I think it said moving. Where'd it go? Oh, no. Multiply. It said multiply. This is awesome. Multiply. Okay. Underlying support is trust. So immediately the message I hear is building trust, multiplying trust. Because of the trust that you have in your universe, things are expanding around you, my dear Capricorn. And the transformations you're going through are ones that you don't always understand why or how, but you know that it's bringing you to more of what you do want and what you do adore, is what I'm hearing. So, what are the messages for Capricorn? Here we go. The situation is the King of Cups. What's the best course of action for Capricorn? We have the Page of Wands. What is the target for Capricorn? We have the Knight of Wands. And the underlying support is the Ace of Wands. My goodness. So this is all about how you're actually living your life, Capricorn. Though your lifestyle is going to change during this time, I see a progress and an advancement. I see a leveling up happening here. We go from page to Knight with the Ace of Wands. That's one more level up, right? So you're leveling up in an emotional mastery sense. Emotional mastery is on the table for you with this King of Cups. For some of you, this is a situation where there is a trusting relationship and the trust is growing in that relationship. And that relationship, for some of you, has to do with a water sign male. It's not necessarily in all of your cases is it going to be a male. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a water sign. However, for somebody out there, there is a water sign masculine energy, and the relationship is going from brand new to a little bit more excitement, a little bit more progress, because there's a leveling up, and this leveling up has to do with unconditional love and sharing it between the two of you, okay? So there's a growth of love that causes actions to progress in a relationship for some of you. For others of you, there's definitely a emotional mastery that is causing the world around you and the things that are happening around you to level up, to mature, to be more conducive to a more mature behavior. So what does that mean? Where before you used to be able to spend $100 extra fun money, now you can spend $300 extra fun money. And that's just a very simplistic way to put it in very tangible terms of money. However, this is also like, okay, I only have 1 day off a week. Now I have 2 days off a week. And what am I going to do with this extra day? I'm going to find something that I love, and I'm going to go out and play with others. Okay? Emotional mastery, very much on the table for you though, Capricorn. Emotional mastery this year is going to cause you to learn to trust, very much so, that what you need is going to be there, and it will continue to grow as is shown here. This is about you being more of an emotional master. And that makes sense because this card represents the sign of Scorpio, and Jupiter being in the sign is about expansion, and Scorpio is about your intuition and your emotions and secrets and things of that nature. But I really get a strong energy here of you increasing in your psychic receptivity and spiritual receptivity as well. That your inner knowing, your spiritual knowing is absolutely growing. That's what I'm getting for you, okay? Okay, so with that being said, let's get into the sign of Aquarius. And for some of you Capricorns, it's a water sign on the table. If with that love relationship, it's definitely a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. There's a love sign, a love with a water sign on the table. Okay, with a new beginning, especially if you're female. Okay, let's go. What are the messages for Aquarius for the Jupiter in Scorpio transit from October 10th, 2017 to November 8th, 2018 for Aquarius, love source. Okay. What's the word of clarity for this time period for Aquarius? There it is. Gaining. Gaining and ignoring. Okay. Aquarius, gaining and ignoring. Let's see what the tarot message is. What does the tarot have to say about this? Let's give some shuffles for Aquarius. Energies for Aquarius. I'll just hear them over there laughing and playing. If you guys could hear them. My goodness. Aquarius. The little baby, the loud one, he's an Aquarius. I feel that for Aquarius, anything you've ignored in regards to your health or your well-being, it's going to continue to gain momentum. It's going to pick up. So it's time to really start paying attention to that stuff, okay? If there's something that you've been knowing, a change you need to make, something you need to do, something you need to take care of in regards to your health or your well-being in any way, shape, or form, it is really important that you take care of that. If you respect that and you appreciate that, give this video a thumbs up. If you're on the channel and you're watching this right now, give the video a thumbs up. Water. I need lots of water when I read. Okay. For Aquarius, love source God, what are the messages for Aquarius? What's the situation for this Jupiter transit through Scorpio? We have the Four of Swords. What is the best course of action? The Page of Wands. What is the target? The World. And the Ace of Wands is there. Okay. The underlying support is the bonus with the Strength card. Below that we have the Three of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. So let's see what's the message here for Aquarius. Okay. So Aquarius, there's been a period where you've been very much so having the opportunity for some healing, but you haven't necessarily received it. You haven't taken opportunity to do it. So whatever it is picking up, and now you're looking at something that's in your hand. Before it was not in your hand. Now it's in your hand. Before it was just hands in hands praying and hoping that you can just continue to ignore the situation. But now there's actually some tangible evidence in your hand. It's like your tooth fell out and now you're holding it in your hand. Something's about to end and you're about to have a new beginning. It's a new way coming in for you. Something here, and that's for some of you, okay? There's another message that's coming through, so just bear with me. You were not listening to your inner guidance. You did not take the opportunity to heal in some way. So now, okay, can you go back over there? I see you with the coat. It's too small. Go on. Close Granny's door. The Page of Wands says your best course of action is for you to really reassess and reevaluate where you are, because it's like the target you're being brought to is this new beginning. And this is totally a new beginning, because the World with the Ace on top, the Ace of Wands, talking about a new course of action, a new way for this new day. With the Page of Wands there, it's like you think you're still over here. And it's like you're finally, your best course of action is to really get in touch with that new beginning that's there for you. You just trying to stay in the same old place, yeah? You gotta have to do something different, honey. You're gonna have to do something different if you want this to work out differently for you. For somebody else, time of rest is done. It is time to take action. You can't just keep sitting around waiting for everything to come to you. The universe is going to bring everything to you. However, when you get out in the world, it sure makes it easier to bring the world to you and hand it to you. You've been staying to yourself, staying isolated, staying in your home. You want to gain, you got to quit just sticking to yourself, ignoring the world. You got to get out there and become an active participant in the world around you. If you do that, you'll find a very strong response. You'll find success and recognition. You'll find that you'll be connected with people and places and circumstances that lend themselves to your true childlike, innocent passion and pleasure, okay? So Aquarius, be willing to take a new course of action. Stop waiting for everything to just be handed to you. It will not all be handed to you. You do have to be an active participant in your own life is what I'm hearing for you, okay? All right, let's get into the message now for Pisces. If you're watching the video right now, give it a thumbs up. There's a lot of energy, a lot of time, a lot that goes into taking and making these videos available for you for free. So give this video a thumbs up. Show your support. We're going to do the sign of Pisces next. And we started at Scorpio. We're going to go around all the zodiacs until we hit Libra. So stick with us. This video is being live streamed for you on October 10th, 2017. And there are dailies available for you every day. Check those out. Your monthly Zodiac tarots are also available for you. Last year when Jupiter went into Libra, I did a special video for us. And so I received last night that I'm supposed to keep following these Jupiter transits. So here we go. Jupiter and Scorpio for Pisces. What is a word of clarity for Pisces? Love Source God. Regarding what Jupiter and Scorpio is bringing them to. What is a word of clarity for Pisces? This word of clarity deck is available for all of you to use at home. It is a custom channeled creation, and it is a limited time availability that will one day be a collectible item. Okay, here it is. As far as I can tell, I'm the only person to ever offer custom channeled oracle decks for anyone. Excitement is the word of clarity for you. The bottom of the deck says blocking. Pisces, are you blocking some excitement? Are you, okay, are you feeling some excitement as some blockages are being removed? Are you feeling the energy of expansion and you're like, oh my God, this is so intense, I have to slow it down? Is it so much going on and is it so profound that you feel that it must be slowed down? Let's see what the tarot has to say about the message for you Pisces during this time. Okay. What is Jupiter and Scorpio doing for Pisces for this transit from October 10th, 2017 to November 8th, 2018? All right, what's the message for Pisces? Let's just God clarify this excitement and blocking for Pisces. What's the situation? Situation is the Eight of Pentacles. What's the best course of action? Best course of action is the Knight of Wands. What's the target we're being brought to? The Two of Wands, and the underlying support is the Ten of Wands. All these wands. Jupiter and Scorpio really seems to be working with what we are actually doing with our life. So the situation for you, Pisces, is you're being very, very productive. You've got a lot going on. Your best course of action is to go ahead and receive an opportunity to take a new course because you're being brought to a change. For some of you, this is going to be a change in regards to your career. Like your career is going to take new levels. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to change jobs. For some of you, this is going to be changing the way you do your job. This may be changing the level of responsibility you have in your job, the capacity in which you operate at your job. For some of you, you actually are going to be moving somewhere else in a physical way, either with your job or with your residence. But if it is with your job or with your residence, it all links back to your source of productivity, your income, your ability to sustain and create finance for yourself. So, although there's a lot of excitement there, what is the blocking there for, Love Source God? I feel like this blocking has to do with blocking out old ideas that are going to try to talk you down, right? It's like the worries and the what ifs and all that stuff and all the ego stuff and all, even external family members and friends and stuff like that trying to insert opinions and doubts into you. I feel that that's what you're blocking. Let's see what's the underlying support for this move, for this change, for this finalization with the new beginning. We have the Eight of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, can you get out because I'm still making the videos? Go on. You're fine. The Ace of Pentacles, again, talking about new job, new opportunity. Somebody really is going to be moving. You're going to be, maybe not physically moving, but your course of action is going to be different. You're going to have new responsibilities, new duties, new job title, new income, new level of income. This is like a whole new, now all of a sudden there's a bonus available for you. This is freaking awesome. Why? Because instead of worrying about what situations look like, you learn how to go inside yourself and trust that you are in this place that you are supposed to be, and that there is benefit for you here. And so in that energy, you allow universe, love source, God to bring you to exactly what is available for you. And what's available for you is a leveling up. It's a new course. It's a new direction. It's a new opportunity that brings a lot of prosperity in for you. I'm being asked, blocking enjoyment. Okay, see? So here's the thing. There's a lot of excitement here, and something is there trying to block you from the enjoyment of the place that you're at. So if you're the one, if you're looking at this in a very pessimistic attitude, like in the past, this didn't work out for me. In the past, I tried, and blah, 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 blah. Man, this is an opportunity for you to break free from that. For somebody out there, this has to do with the karmic cycle that has perpetuated itself. And it's perpetuated itself because you continue to take the same course of action. You keep trying the same way with the same person in the same time, in the same space, in the same place, in the same way, in the same method, in the same technique, and it's not working. The underlying support is being brought to an end of a course of action. For me, the 10 of Wands has to do with ending a persistent behavior, ending a course of action to begin a new one. Yeah? Excuse me. Okay. And so in that, this is something you've been hoping for. The Eight of Swords, that has to do with what you've been hoping for is what I'm getting in this. And what is it? This new beginning. So message I'm hearing for you. You do deserve to get paid whatever you want. You can be wealthy. You can have a vast abundance come to you. It's okay for people to pay you more and give you money. It's okay that your bank account has extra in it that you never have to touch. Okay, so those are the messages that I'm getting for you, Pisces. For somebody, those messages are really, really important because I feel that this is also for you, bringing you out of a situation of a lack and limitation mentality. So now let's look into the messages for the sign of Aries. All right. If you're watching this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you're not tapped in, tuned in, turned on, make sure you do get tapped in, tuned in, turned on by subscribing, tapping the bell, and jumping online when we go live. If you're watching this video, giving the video a thumbs up and putting your beautiful comments is a wonderful way to exchange the energy, because I do utilize a lot of energy to create these for you. And as you hear, I have a lot going on. The children come and go, and life does not stop because I want to share this information with you by video. So, but we do it because we love you, and we love them, and we love all of it. So love source God makes it all possible. What is the messages at this time for the sign of Aries, love source God, for this Jupiter transit in Scorpio from October 10th, 2017 to November 8th, 2018? You can apply this. Somebody asked if they could apply this to the North Node. The way my videos work out is they apply to whatever part of your chart you understand. So if you understand the North Node, what it means and how it applies to you, and that's where you have your sign, yes, please do apply it to whatever transits in your chart you understand. If you want to go and learn how to apply this to the different parts of your chart, go do that. I highly recommend it. It's so beneficial to know yourself that well and understand your existence and your being that well. My dear Aries, you're being brought to a conclusion of frustrations, which is the underlying support at the bottom of the deck. As a matter of fact, there's a situation you're going to get so frustrated about that you see nothing else but an end in sight. And you know what? That's the support. As a matter of fact, if there's something that's annoying you right now, Aries, the reason it's annoying you is because it's expired. As a matter of fact, I just had a conversation this morning with a young lady. She was talking about this person was annoying because of their bodily odors. And she was talking in a literal sense. But what I received is it sounded like they're expired like rotten milk in the fridge. you know? And so there's a situation like this for you, Aries, where there's something about this situation, whether it be with work, I'm picking up on a work situation, or a relationship with a person that has done nothing but frustrate everything you try to do. This person is so frustrating. All that is support to bring you to a conclusion so that you can get into a new course of action, bring an end to something that's expired in your life and move forward. Because Scorpio in Jupiter and Scorpio is going to bring out things that have been underlined. It's going to bring out secrets. It's going to bring out things that were hidden from you. And just like my children are over there bringing out all their old winter coats from the closet while I'm in here reading for you, it's going to bring out truth for you. That's the situation. What's the best course of action? Go on and close the door. You don't need me. What's the best course of action? The best course of action for you is the Five of Pentacles. What's the target you're being brought to? The target you're being brought to.
The boys are inside here.
Yes, I see that because you opened the door. Y'all need to go on out there and go play and do your thing over there. Go keep playing with the jackets. Go. Y'all already got.
I got that bag.
I see. And y'all got a lot of stuff already we're going to have to clean when I get down here, I see.
There's pockets right
There is pockets right there. Okay, go on. You and Mickey and Quentin, go on in, and I'll be over there in a little bit. I'm halfway done, okay? All right, so just to confirm that this is about Jupiter, we have the Wheel of Fortune as the underlying support. The Wheel of Fortune is here supporting everything that you are doing at this time, Aries, and it is bringing you to the target of the sun, which is that power, that joy, that radiant energy of life-giving power and expansion and confidence and joy. The situation is there's going to be new stuff that's coming out to you. Again, what did I say? Some frustrations are going to bring you to conclusions. This is that conclusion, what you really hold to be true. We hold these truths to be self-evident. These self-evident truths were not so self-evident to you up until now, but they finna get real self-evident at this point. And you're not going to be able to deny them or work around them or act like you don't see it anymore. What is your best course of action? Your best course of action is to take a spiritual course to find yourself in a better place, to get through any conflict in which you are not working well with the world around you, whether that means a person. Because I see in this image one person who is distressed following another person who's distressed. If you keep following other people who are distressed, y'all just gonna be distressed out together. So instead of feeling out in the cold, instead of allowing yourself to perpetuate this cycle of dealing with somebody who also is suffering lack and limitation, do the best you can. Put your eyes on a spiritual prize and focus on the win. Focus on the light. Focus on the joy. Focus on, okay, so what I'm hearing is if all you have is one left sock and one right shoe, well, you better be thankful that you do. You better find some joy. You better find some expansion of that little bit of light and joy that you have for that one left sock and that one right shoe, because what that's going to do is bring to you more abundance, more prosperity, more of that which you have to be grateful for. Before you know it, you're going to have actually matching pairs of socks and shoes, and then the clothes in the closet in the car to drive with them on the pedals of. You're going to have something more. It's going to expand for you. However, you can screw all this up if you choose to stay in frustration. Frustration is there to cause you to walk away. There is a walking away here. Why? Because you're spiritually guided to walk away. What's that saying they have in church? It's like the blind leading the dumb or something like that. We don't want to do that. Okay? We want to be spiritually focused individuals, following what our power, our pleasure, our love, our healing is guiding us to. Because the sun is representing all of that. Okay? And again, Jupiter is underlying support. We have the Queen of Wands about the things that we do, the course of actions that we take. We have the Page of Cups following that. Following the love. The prayers. For somebody, there's a child on the table here. There's a new child. There's a birth. There's a new baby coming for some of you. And even though there's a new baby coming for some of you, somebody feel left out in the cold. Well, it's time to find that spiritual center, that grounding to bring you forward. And it's time to move forth in a very creative and passionate way. And see that good fortune that's on the table for you. Find your sun. Find your good fortune. Find your blessing. Because that's what's going to benefit you during this transit. And that's what this year coming is all about for you. That's what you're being brought to for your new beginning. So now let's get into the sign of Taurus. Let's see what are the messages for Taurus, for Jupiter in Scorpio. You know, my babies have cut in and out, but they're really doing really well. Because usually they're on me 24/7. At least all their waking hours, they just stay stuck on Granny. So for them to go out and play and dig in their old winter coats, I see they're digging in the closet, have no business in there, so I'm going to have to go reorganize closets this afternoon. You know, it's just wonderful, though, because they're entertaining themselves, and they're not hurting anything, and they're not hurting anybody. They're fine. And so here we are. For Taurus, what is the word of clarity for Taurus for the Jupiter in Scorpio transit? What's the word of clarity for Taurus? Hold on, Papa. Word of clarity. Okay, word of clarity for Taurus is faith. Let me see. The underlying support is depressing. Let me go grab the door for my little baby. He can't turn the handle yet. Oh, and Mickey locked you out, huh? Then locked you out the door, Papa? Okay. All right, so faith and depressing. Okay, so if there's something that's been depressing, if there's something been less than pleasing, it is a underlying support to help you find your faith. This is about you finding your trust and your faith in the universe around you, in your love source God, that you are always blessed and supported and protected in all that you do, in all that you are, and everywhere that you be. Your water is over there on the table. This one's Granny's water. Excuse me, I'm doing a reading. You need to be quiet, please, and thank you. In the kitchen. Yours is in the kitchen. As he tries to move my tablecloth and go up underneath my my reading table here in my room. Excuse me. Okay, love source God, what is the message for Tauruses? I'm being told to see what's under depressing, to see what's being depressed. Conclusion. Okay. Oh my goodness, you guys finished it? Go put those in the trash and I'll give you the other one. Okay. So there's a conclusion that is not necessarily pleasing to you. It could be depressing. However, you are being told to hold the faith and have the faith that everything is working out in a greater purpose for the best of all parties involved. So let's see, what are the tarot messages for Taurus? For Jupiter in Scorpio, what's the situation, Love Source God? Clarify this. What's the situation, Love Source God, for Taurus? There it is. Stayed in my hand. The Tower. Yeah. What's the best course of action? What's the best course of action? Go close the door, Papa. Mickey's too loud. The best course of action is the Star. What's the target? Okay, what's the target, Love Source God? Close the door, Papa. Mickey's too loud. What's the target? Screaming for no reason. That girl be screaming. If you're still watching the video, give it a thumbs up. If you've already liked it on YouTube button, then give it a thumbs up in the comments. Thanks. I love you, though. Okay, the target is the Magician. And what's the underlying support? We have Justice. Justice over the Five of Wands, over the Two of Pentacles. So definitely I see that balance and fairness and a situation being made right. That was a lot of conflict, a lot of challenge. Again, a conclusion of something that was very depressing. and what? In between two individuals here that are karmically linked in the cycle of life. What's happening? The shit is coming to its end. It's coming to its conclusion. And so the relationship is falling apart. Somebody's getting an ego strike. And they, as my grandson grabs me by the neck and pulls me back. Okay, can you close the door, and can you guys go out and close the door? No, don't lock it. Just go out of it and be on the other side of it. The tower is about the relationship falling apart because somebody had a strike to their ego. Some information came in and was like, bam, you think you're in the place you're at? No, you're not. Bam. What's your best course of action? Yes, bam, Princeton. Your best course of action is, but you got to have a faith, the faith, the faith. You got to have faith, the faith, the faith. Okay? No, go. I am reading. Y'all need to be quiet. Get out. You two, get out. You're talking too much and you're not respecting. Quentin sits here and be quiet. The two of you want to be in here just going off. Get out. Go play. Best course of action. You got to have a faith. Why? Because you're being brought to understanding and seeing your imagination powers. You're being brought to your power with the magician here saying you can, you have, you do. You create. You are the magic. Quit ripping up little pieces of paper, little girl. Put it in the trash. Take the water. Go. She's standing here ripping up pieces of paper. Man, we got to have faith. We've got to have faith that these things are working out for us. That even when we can't see and understand why and how, the relationships that are falling apart, the situations that are coming to an end, anything that is being taken away, anything that is expired and being, here, put it back. Granny don't want all these notebooks. Anything that is being brought to an end is happening to help bring us to an understanding of our powers. And as a matter of fact, any relationship that's coming to its end is coming to its end because we actually had requested it on some level. In the sense of, this person, this situation has been presenting more challenge than it was worth. It was presenting more disagreement, more frustration, more depression. And so we were like, okay, we'd like this to come to an end. This needs to be set right. Well, Libra has worked on that for us. Jupiter was in Libra. That has happened. Now it's time for Scorpio. It's time for the effect of it to come in all the way. Scorpio is going to show us with Jupiter and Scorpio. It's going to bring out everything from the deep. And the changes are taking place. Everything is going to have to be falling in line where it's really supposed to be for things to be done in a way of justice. All you need to do is have the faith. Stand in your truth. Stand in your peace. Stand in your connection. Stand in your divine state. Following your spiritual direction, allowing that healing to come in for you. This is about being at one with your universe, being at peace with your power, and being willing to accept whatever changes need to happen for you to bring you to that state of balance that you actually had been calling out to help you get through all the conflicts with the relationships and with other individuals and with also your financial flow, your beliefs about financial flow. All those things are being addressed at this time. Okay? So, these are the messages I have for you, Taurus. Let's go ahead and get into the sign of Gemini now. Let's ask God, what are the messages for Gemini in regards to this transit of Jupiter in Scorpio from October 10th to November 8th, 2018. October 10th, 2017 to November 8th, 2018. What is the message, Lesser Scott, for Gemini? And so, if you're watching this video now, Give the video a thumbs up with the YouTube button. If you've already given it a thumbs up on the YouTube button, go ahead and put some love up in the comments. You can put some thumbs up. You can put some cool emojis. I like seeing that. All I know is it's going to be really fun watching those come in throughout the days coming. Uncertain. Gemini, there's something that is uncertain. What's the underlying support? Faith. Are you a doubting Thomas, is what I'm hearing? What are the messages for Gemini for this Jupiter in Scorpio transit? I'm hearing the faith is bringing you to a place where even though you don't know what's going to happen, the faith is what's getting you through. Hey, shh, stop that screaming. Be quiet. Okay? The faith is what's getting you through any uncertainties. I feel like you feel uncertainty about where the course of action is bringing you to, where life is, and what you should do. And the support is that you have faith. So continue to have faith. You don't have to know exactly how things are going to happen. You don't have to know exactly when things are going to happen. You just have to know that you have faith to see you through it. Gemini. Quentin, stop. Honey, stop. Come on this side. Come out of there. You don't need to get in Granny's bag. So let's see, what is the situation for Gemini during this Jupiter transit in Scorpio? What is the situation for Gemini? Okay. The High Priestess, Major Arcana 2. Okay, and as I'm doing this, I see Liv Solomon says Jupiter is at 0 degrees now. Okay. What is the best course of action is the 7 of Wands. The target we're being brought to is the 4 of Wands. And the underlying support is the Page of Pentacles with the underlying energy of the 7 of Swords and the 4 of Cups. Can you stop? Yeah, I love you. I know you're there. Can you just stop? No, thank you. I love you. You love your Gunny? Gunny love you. Okay. Yeah, that's Gunny's thing. Come here. So, my dear, my very dear Gemini, the situation around you is one of a lot of spiritual receptivity. I feel that, as a matter of fact, your spiritual receptivity with this Scorpio in Jupiter and Scorpio transit is really being heightened. You're receiving a lot of clarity, a lot of understanding, a lot of sacred spiritual messages, a lot of High Priestess qualities coming out in you, where you just know. Everybody's like, oh my God, would you get out of my brain? How did you know I was going to say that? Blah, 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 blah. All that type of stuff. Like, how did you know? I didn't even tell anybody. You got it exactly. Oh my God, I have chills all over right now because you just knew, right? That's a type of thing you're going to hear a lot of. What? What you want? How come I love you so much? Estás enfadoso. The 7 of Wands says, stay the course. You're doing what you ought to do. Everything is working out for you. And you're in a position of advantage. You have the upper ground. Everything's working around you and for you. Do not be fooled by other people's insecurities, because I see that you're still a little bit uncertain of the voice that you're hearing and the things that you're knowing, but it will all come to, by the time this transit is through, there will be a greater understanding of you. If you've been on this channel for any length of time, you know I will readily blow my nose on a live stream rather than slurp. Slurping is gross. I don't know who does that, but I hear it in stores and restaurants and stuff, and it's just disgusting. So I'd rather stop and blow my nose, and I'm not going to ask permission. But I will say that you're being brought to, the target is for some of you, yeah, there's a wedding. There's somebody that's going to be watching you, possibly a Virgo person that's involved in you. They're standing their ground. They keep persisting, and they really want to be with you. And so for some of you, or you with them, for some of you, there is a marriage on the table. However, for most of you, this is a spiritual thing where you're just leveling up spiritually to a new place of receptivity and understanding for this new beginning. Also, I feel that there is, for some of you, a child, an earth sign child, and there is a situation that is going to be revealed that you don't know anything about yet, where it's going to be very important that you stay your course of action of keeping this child in your home. It has to do with you keeping not the possession, but the nurture and the care for this child. It's as though you have a situation where somebody wants to take the child or make the child do something or be somewhere, and it's just better for that person, that child, to be with you because of different talents and skills that you're able to support and help come through. I definitely see for you Gemini, though, if you want to bring home a long-term relationship that ends in marriage, that you just have to have faith. Just to have a faith, the faith. I gotta have a faith. You gotta keep that faith and know that you can create it and that it's coming in. And even though you don't know who it is, it's gonna be there, and you're really gonna love it, and they're really gonna care, and it's perfect for you. So stay persistent. If you've been single and you haven't been dating, this says that's the best course of action for you. You want Granny to smack your feet again? If you've been single and dating, it says that's the best course of action for you. Continue to date if you've been dating. If you feel better at home with your family and not going out, then it means that whatever it is you've been doing in regards to bringing in that relationship, keep doing that, because the way you're doing it works for you. And again, for some of it's all different. For some of you, you like to go out and date. You've been speed dating every month. For somebody, you've been on a dating site for 7 months or 7 weeks. And for others of you, you just been keeping to yourself, staying at home and taking care of nurturing yourself, your spiritual self and your family, and that is working well for you. Whatever it is that has been feeling right for you is what you should continue to do to bring in this situation that you've been wanting to manifest. And I do pick up for most of you, it is in regards to romance. For some of you, this is in regards to finance. I do pick that up as well. Okay? So now let's get into the sign of Cancer. Let's get into the sign of Cancer. Ooh, we're getting through it to it today, aren't we, folks? Okay. The sign of Cancer. What is the messages for those of the sign of Cancer? If you're not yet tuned in, tapped in, turned on, it's time to get tuned in, tapped in, turned on. You can only pick up the channel if you're in vibe with the frequency. So to be tuned in, tapped in, turned on, all you got to do is hit the subscribe button from YouTube, tap the little bell, and turn on your YouTube when it sends you that notification that I'm coming live. We do live daily tarot every day, and you have the opportunity to get a free card pull. So, what are the messages now for Cancer for the Jupiter and Scorpio transit from October 10th, 2017 to November 8th, 2017? Thank you, thank you, thank you, love, source, God. Okay, there it is right there. No, not that one, this one. Growth. It was the first one that showed itself to me. So growth is on the table for you, Cancer. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Release. Oh, wow, that's beautiful. So you're going through major spiritual growth as a result of the release that you've had. You could only hold on to so many things in your life, and so by releasing that which does not serve you well, Put them in the trash can over there, Papa, under the table. By releasing things that do not serve you well, or do not serve your pleasure, or do not serve your growth, you're allowing yourself more growth. You're allowing yourself the chance to expand with Jupiter and Scorpio. You're going to grow your psychic awareness. You're going to grow your spiritual connection and receptivity, okay? What? Why are you pulling my arm? I need it. Ah. Ouch. Goodness, you're so strong, little boy. You ain't even 2 years old yet. Hey, no, don't pull on Granny. That's not nice. You be nice. You be nice to your Granny. Okay? We're doing the message for Cancer now.
I want to get out.
Huh?
I want to get out.
Okay, take him with you. Go with your brother, Quentin. Go on with your brother. Here. Go with Princeton. Go on.
I just moved the sofa.
Why did you move the sofas again? Oh my God, you guys are out there tearing up my sofas. This situation is the Ten of Pentacles. What's the best course of action for Cancer? Best course of action. Okay. The best course of action is the Seven of Pentacles. The target that we're being brought to. What is the target being brought to for Cancer? Here it is. The Page of Wands. And the underlying support is the Three of Pentacles. Y'all need to put my sofas back. That's so rude. Oh well, at least they're busy. I have a 6-piece sectional, and they have pushed it all around the living room. I got a peek while I went to get some water just now. They've got my sofa moved all over the place, except for where it was. So that's fun. And they've been in their winter jackets. So that's fun. It's a give and take, man. Single parenting is a real deal, busy deal. But I would have it no other way right now. Okay, so Cancer. Oh my goodness. I see you releasing a family situation, and I feel that you're very much you're waiting for some growth to happen. You're waiting for some changes to happen, and you're just like, I'm almost there. I'm waiting for something to happen for me so I can move on forward. And that's exactly what you're going to get. At some point, you're going to take a different course of action, but some family situation, I hear some family generational situation has to come to an end with this Ten of Pentacles, and that's what you're going to deal with. You're going to deal with growth that comes to you through the end of this family cycle. Okay, let's just see what's going on underneath this Three of Pentacles. We have the Page of Cups and the Six of Cups, okay? And then the Hierophants underneath that. So with the Three of Pentacles, this is talking about a skill mastery, a mastery of skill. This is talking about developing in such a way to where you're able now to teach. And the Page of Cups has to do with children. It has to do with immature emotions. And this has to do with childhood. So I feel like there's going to be a sense of maturity coming into you where you're not necessarily living in your childhood emotional state. You're actually maturing emotionally as a result of this big family change that's coming into your life. It's going to cause you to do things in a different way. It's going to cause you to do things in a way that's different than what you saw others before you do. Okay? You know that what you've been working for is worth it. So you're going to continue to work for what it is you want to see manifest in your life, physically. And I feel that you know that this situation over here needed to reach its culmination point because there's some new connection to be made. And I do feel that there's also, this is in tandem talking about two different things. One, There's a family situation that has to come to an end. 2, because of the family situation coming to an end, there's also a opportunity for blessing of the family and prosperity and abundance that is generational coming in, that you know is an eventual manifestation that's going to change the way you do things and help you level up. I feel that you know, or even if you don't know, there is a strong spiritual support to your physical world. So anything that is being shifted and moved around, any endings, are highly spiritually supported. It's for your growth. It's so that you can grow and prosper in a beautiful, tangible, successful way, and that you can have a different experience than what you've been exposed to in the past. Okay, let's get into the message now for Leo. Leo. Oh, wait, guys. Whew. When we do 12 videos at once, it's a deal, man. It's a deal, an energetic deal. So if you haven't liked, given the thumbs up to this video, it's time. It's time to do that, okay? Ooh, and we got 21% left on the charge. Yeah, it's about time to put this phone up to charge again. So it's a good thing that we have reached near the end of our video for today. We've got Leo, then Virgo, and Libra, and then we'll be done, okay? So, Leo, what are the messages for Leo for the Jupiter in Scorpio transit from October 10th, 2017 to November 8th, 2018? Thank you, thank you, thank you, love source God. If you're still with me, give this video a thumbs up. Dividing what's at the base of the deck. Forgiveness. Awesome. Let's see what is the tarot message. So I feel that, okay, I'm hearing again. I think it's the Manhattans. Let's just kiss and say goodbye. Definitely. There's a making peace. And the making peace has to do with dividing. Okay. So for some of you, this is going to be in regards to a relationship with a family member, a romantic partner, or a job is what I'm picking up. It's like, we've done the best we can together. It's time for me to take my own path. This is okay, what I'm being shown is we've been walking this long road together, and now I've got to go this way and you've got to go that way. Okay? Oh my God, the way these cards, if you can see this from off camera, like I have bunches, that's the second time bunches of cards are flying up at me. Oh my gosh, what does that mean? Let's see what comes through, okay? Oh, wow. And these cards are like flying like jumping beans. It's crazy. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. What is the situation for Leo, love source God, with the Jupiter in Scorpio transit? What's the situation for Leo? Okay, situation is Two of Pentacles. The best course of action is the Ace of Pentacles. The target energy is the Four of Swords, and the underlying support is the Knight of Wands with the Knight of Swords and the Seven of Swords. Okay, underneath that. So, there is a situation between two people karmically linked that have been going round and round. You've been doing the cycle for quite a long time, and it's time to take a new beginning. Because the target you're being brought to is a healing, a rest and recuperation. This separation needed to take place. It was time. You finally got in peace over the situation. It's time for this situation to come to its dividing, because it's outworn its usefulness in your path. Again, that separation at the fork in the road, right? Y'all got different journeys to take. So here you go. You're going to follow your path down your road to your mountain of prosperity, and you're going to have all the coin you need to get there. The target is that laying on your golden truth, allowing yourself to put up the things that you thought were true, that you really needed, and put those up and just hold on your one golden sword of truth. Allow yourself to connect spiritually through meditation, being at peace and at ease with the way things are, allowing the healing to come in for you. Change is at the bottom of the deck. Change of action and change of thought, because information coming out, the Seven of Swords says that somebody has been keeping some secrets, and for somebody else, you're gaining a divine perspective. And so between those two things, if somebody's been keeping secrets, your divine perspective is going to help you see what secrets are hidden. It's going to bring those out. Jupiter in Scorpio is about bringing out what was hidden from the dark, bringing it to the light. So that's strongly an energy of that there for me. Also, the Knight of Wands, this is about a change of action. For me, you're going to take and you're going to run with this course of action, with this new beginning. You're going to take and run with that, and you're going to apply what you now know to help add momentum to what you're doing. I feel that the new understanding is going to bring through look, you're trying to have let's just kiss and say goodbye. Somebody else said, hold on, let me just cut you in the eye. So there's that. But either way, you're doing the rest of recuperation. You're actually coming from a very level-headed, mentally stable position. You're actually able to communicate your ideas very clearly and articulate what you need, because everything that's coming out of you is well thought out, which is why you're having this new fulfilling beginning come about. Okay, so somehow this karmic relationship is going to be severed, and there's going to be a peace. If there's still interaction, there's going to be still a dividing there. It's like there's separateness, but maybe there's still some kind of interaction. Maybe what was actually together comes out to be physically divided and only together from a thought process place at this point, okay? It's going to be different for each of you. At this time, let's go ahead and get into our Virgo. Let's get into those with Virgo. Okay, what are the messages for Virgo, love source God, for the Jupiter in Scorpio transit from October 10th, 2017 to November 8th, 2018? What are the messages for the Virgos? What's the word of clarity for Virgos for this Jupiter's transit? Express. Express and reluctance. It's time to demonstrate some things because you really wish you had. That's why reluctance is there. This reluctance energy is going to cause you to really pick up the pace of what you are doing to add and make it in harmony with what you're saying. It's like the things that you're articulating are going to have to come into harmony with the actions that you're demonstrating. And the support for this is the reluctance that you had not done that in the past. So what are the messages for Virgo? What's the situation for Virgo with this Jupiter transit? The Fool. And I'm hearing in reverse. It's important because there's some foolishness that's gone on. The best course of action for you is the Two of Swords. It's time to make decisions. It's time to make a new decision that's based on more than what you know. The target energy is the Five of Pentacles. All this is working to guide you to a spiritual attention. The underlying support is the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so what I'm hearing is if you're being foolish and your actions and your words are not matching, what's going to happen is you're going to find yourself not knowing what to do or where to go, because you're going to feel left out in the cold. Why? Because you're looking for some charity and that's not going to be there anymore. And because you, at this point, are supposed to be making some progress from being out in the cold to having plenty to spare and to share, you are reluctant because you haven't created that situation in your life. For somebody else, you're expressing great trust in your life and you're acting in harmony with it. You're allowing yourself to be at peace with the situation you are in and around you. You're looking at your intuition guiding you. You're looking at how you are responsible for your physical world around you and the conditions you're living in. you're looking at your spirituality as your guide and support. And because you are focused on seeing your blessings, they profoundly show up, okay? Abundantly show up all around you. Underneath that, we have the Tower and the Three of Swords. Again, that first story, somebody's having a real heartbreak because shit is falling apart because you've been looking for handouts for way too long. So now you're going to find yourself really left out in the cold, really not knowing what to do. Why? Because you won't trust. You keep doing this foolish mess. It's time to quit. It's time to quit. It's time to really look at yourself. This person upright knows that it's their blessed state, that they're always blessed and safe and protected no matter where they stand in their skin. They carry a high level of energy, high vibration, optimism, positivity, joy, excitement, and they express that every day. When you're in reverse, you're blocking it all out, and that's all you can talk about is where things are not working out for you. And so you got a lot of stuff to be reluctant about. I'm being told to look what's underneath reluctance is reciprocation. You see? What did I say? You're looking for balance to come in. And here's the thing. If you've been taken, and you ain't been given back, you're really going to be reluctant that you hadn't, because the time is coming where you're going to be reaping what you've been sowing. If you've been giving, you're going to be reluctant to continue to give because it's time for you to pull back and focus on you. If you don't have for you, how can you give to someone else? And if you keep taking from other people without balancing the scales of that, then eventually that's going to have to get balanced on its own. And that's the type of situation that's coming out here. That's what I'm seeing, okay? So now let's get into the sign of Libra. This is our last one for this Jupiter and Scorpio transit. Let's see, what is the message, love source God, that you have for the sign of Libra. Jupiter just left them and now goes into Scorpio from October 10th, 2017 to November 8th, 2018. Love source God, what is the messages for the Libras with this Jupiter and Scorpio transit? Thank you, love source God, for the accuracy, truth, and clarity that I see. We have passion, creativity, artistic expression. And the underlying support is positioning. Ooh, okay. So I see that any creative talents that you have not been shown are coming out and being put on display, are being brought about. You're being put in a position so your passions can really flow and grow and expand in a beautiful, surprising way for you with this Jupiter and Scorpio transit. Libra, let's see, what is your situation? What is the situation for Libra with the Jupiter and Scorpio transit? They playing the drums on something out there. I hear it. But they all in the living room. So that's good. They're all together. And they're playing at having an adventure. Libra, Jupiter and Scorpio. There it is. Situation. 7 of Pentacles. Okay, and I heard that the reverse applies on that. Okay, let's see what is the best course of action. This is 7 of Wands. If we get another 7, y'all, I might scream. What's the target energy we're being brought to? Oh my goodness, for Libra. Okay, the 6 of Wands. Okay. The underlying support is a bonus card. With the 6, the Lovers. Wow. Okay. I'm not screaming, but that's good as a scream. My goodness. Okay. So we got a double 7 and a double 6. 7 for me is a number of spiritual completeness. 6 is a number of harmony and interrelating to others. Definitely here have on the table, because you have been patient in nurturing what you wanted to grow, so now you're starting to see the harvest time. This says just be persistent in what you've been doing, because you're being brought to the victory. Everything is working out for you. Everything is working well for you. And what is the underlying support is the Lovers. That is also speaking and relating to a Gemini energy. So maybe you have Gemini somewhere that really is reflecting itself here in this reading. Now, I wanted to look at something else. Bear with me for 1 second. Okay, so the 6 of Wands is Jupiter in Leo. So, yeah, you're being brought to, even though Jupiter is going into Scorpio, this is definitely Jupiter having an expansive, active energy in your life during this year, okay, Libra. So let's see, we have the Lovers, which is that divine union, that supporting union. We have the Five of Wands in reverse, and I'm hearing that that really applies. And the Death card at the bottom of the deck, which is saying that you're having a change from whatever was a big conflicting situation. There's harmony now, and it may not be with the same person, and it may not be with anybody else. But this Lovers talks about bringing love in for you, and it's bonus because this is all coming as a reflection of you finding that divine masculine, divine feminine, working in harmony with both of them is bringing this major transformation for you. Definitely seeing a lot of positive results for you in finances, in your daily life course of action, in any creative pursuits that you have going on. You're in positioning for a greater sense of stability. So expect during this time, this year, that you're going to see greater stability in your relationships and your finances, in your self-awareness, in your self-empowerment with this whole Jupiter and Scorpio energy. Get out there. We've finally reached the end of this video. Get out there around the world. Show them what you got. Show them what you... Okay. Go on, girl. Show them what you're working with. Okay, is what I'm hearing. There's a rap song and it says that. And I don't know why. But it's like, take your arts and show them what you're working with, man. Take your arts, take your passions, show them what you're working with. Because you're being brought to a position where contracts, deals, agreements, harmony, unions, partnerships are going to work out very well for you. And it's all a positioning, and it has to do something with what you've been creating, what you've been nurturing. Stay your ground. Stay consistent with it. If you've been building a career, a family, a business, a hobby, a talent, a skill, stay consistent with that. It's working well for you. Oh my goodness, I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you. And guess what? I even got all my own timestamps. So if you helped keep timestamps, thank you so much. But I actually managed to write them all down this time. I will catch you on our daily reading tomorrow. I look forward to reading the comments on this video to come throughout the year, as that's how long this video will apply. And I absolutely love you and adore you one more time. And my website has all the details that you need to communicate with me at lphtarot.com. You can get instant feedback with me through instantgo.com/Melinda NailFanatic. But one more time, my website that will connect you to me and all the different businesses that I do and all the different arts that I create and do and be at lphtarot.com, as in love, peace, and happiness to you and yours, and of course me and mine. Until next time.